You're taking notes
Yes,
of
I'm
what I'm
taking.
saying?
Absolutely.
I feel like I am your tutor.
So I'm learning a lot. Definitely. I'm learning so much.
Hello, hi.
Hi Nia. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm okay. Um, According to your profile, it says you are from the United States.
No, I'm from India.
You're from India. Okay, nice to meet you. Are you by any chance from, is it New Delhi?
Yes. Like, how
Okay,
did you guess it?
because a lot of my students on this platform are from New Delhi.
Okay. Okay. So what's your good name?
So my name is Miguel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So if you
So
don't mind,
so
can I put this video on my channel? Actually, I have a YouTube channel, so my community will get a better idea about how the Cambly works.
so you're asking permission to put this video on YouTube.
Yes.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel.
Okay, sure. I don't mind.
Okay. So here a quick
Um,
introduction from my side, if you allow me to.
yes, I give you permission.
Okay. So I'm
Uh,
Neha, as my profile says. I'm a chartered accountant, and also I qualified just 4 months back. And then only I started a YouTube channel where I mentor students and give them few study tips or how they can deal with anxiety or panic and all of that stuff. And how can they keep their calm and cool while appearing for any exams, be it competitive exams or professional exams in general. So that's what my channel is about, and it has 52K subscribers now.
52,000. That's quite a substantial amount. Nia, I would like to ask permission if you could share the link so that I could pay your channel a visit.
Sure, sure. Where can I share the link?
You can share it here on the chat,
Right now, or we can do it after the session?
whichever way.
We'll do it after the session.
Okay. So Nia, could you share your educational background if it's
Yes,
okay with you?
yes. As I mentioned that I am a chartered accountant.
Okay, chartered accountant.
Yes.
And have you practiced as a chartered accountant and for how many years?
I qualified this last September 21 only. So it's just few months that I qualified. So I am working in an organization, PwC, one
Okay.
of the four consulting firms. So I'm working here, dealing with Canadian clients.
Okay, so me on the other hand, I am a mathematics and science teacher. I have close to 10 years experience and I have no idea how chartered accounting works. So
Okay.
maybe you can just, if possible, just give some context. What do chartered accountants do?
Okay. So in general, if, so there's a bifurcation that there's a CA in practice, those who practice, and the one other CAs who are employed under any organization. So I am employed in an organization. On the contrary, when the CA who is doing their practice, they go and audit few organizations, like checking their accounts, taking care of their audit, and how the flow of expenses are there. Are their expenses like reliable expenses and all of that? They're keeping a check, keeping an eye on their expenses and everything what an organization or a company is doing in general. So you can call CA as a doctor of any organization's accounts and the books they're maintaining.
Wow, that is a thorough explanation. Um, I just know a few financial terms. I don't know much about finances.
Okay.
I remember when I was in high school, we did break even analysis. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you heard about it.
Yes, yes, I heard it. I studied this in economics and costing.
So, what relationship does economics have with chartered accounting? Are they much different?
No, they're not much different. more or less they're the same. So the people who are in CA, they deal what they basically deal with taxation. Like they'll file your income tax returns, they'll file your GST returns, like direct taxation and indirect taxation. Have you heard about, like, you might know, have better idea about income tax at least? No.
Yeah, we do. We do have taxes here in South Africa. There's something called black tax
Mm-hmm.
here in South Africa, where people who drink alcohol and cigarettes are charged. I don't know if it's an additional tax
Mm-hmm.
on these products. So I don't know if this is a thing in India.
Yes, there is something similar thing in India also.
So in India, what's the biggest way the country generates a revenue in terms of taxes?
You seem so much interested in taxation and finance profile. I am from like, I am the part of this profession, but I am more towards the creative side of. So although I have done
Oh,
my CA stuff, but I am more of a person who can talk about communication skills, soft skills, and like how you can deal with the mental health, or the stuff like I do write poetries. So you can ask me some creative sort of questions.
okay. So right. So what made you start your YouTube channel?
Okay, so when I was studying, so you know what used to happen, that when I'm studying, I'm like studying very comfortably. But when I realized that exams are just a month ago, or now just a week ago, something I used to feel like I had that a phobia, exam phobia, and I suffered a lot from the panic attacks, like anxiety. And it was a peak anxiety. A day before exam, I am anxious like anything, like my hands are shivering, I'm feeling choked. So that was extreme. I went through all of that. But then I got into meditation, spirituality. I read a lot of spiritual books, and I started a journey towards self. That and this that really helped me to qualify my exams and to improve me as a person. I healed a lot from all of the things that I used to suffer, and the moment when I qualify, I wanted to help other people also. So even my YouTube tagline or the banner says, I'm here to make you feel little less alone in your exam journey. So that was my intention behind starting a channel. And to my surprise, most of people relate to it. They found my content really relatable, and people started becoming vocal about that we also suffered that anxiety issues, we also had that panic attack. So people started vocalizing the thing, and now I am helping the students. I have mentored 100 plus people via call in last 2 months.
Well, that is definitely a way to give back to the community. And definitely, if you do send me the link to your YouTube channel, I'll definitely check it out and see what type of content you make. I also started a YouTube channel. I tutor mathematics.
Okay,
So professionally, I am a mathematics and science teacher.
highly intellectual
So
people.
thank you. So that is my way of giving back to my community.
Yes. So you also
So
have
I
a
heard
channel.
about. I beg your pardon.
You have your channel.
Yes, I have a channel, but it's not doing as good. I don't know what I'm. Maybe I'm not marketing my channel enough. At the moment, I only have 22 subscribers.
Even I
So
did not
I think
market
I.
anything. I did not run any sponsored ad till date.
So I think I have a lot to learn from you on how to better my YouTube channel. Maybe I need to work on my presentations better, or I don't know, because even the traffic that I'm getting is so little.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe there's some tips that you can share with me,
Yeah, sure. So I started, before I got into this YouTube thing, I started writing content and creating videos on LinkedIn platform. You're aware of that, right?
right?
You are actively using LinkedIn?
Not at the moment, but I was at some point planning on linking it to my TikTok account so that I can get my traffic from my TikTok account.
But the type of content you create, like informative, intellectual content, that will get a good reach on LinkedIn platform, because that's a platform where people are looking for informative, intellectual type of content. That's a professional platform. So that LinkedIn will really help you to get a better reach for your content. Because when it comes to YouTube, when you get a push on YouTube, when you share your channel to anyone else, so it's your job. But on the other hand, when you are creating content on LinkedIn, what happens that you have, say, let's say you have 10 connections, and any of your connection like your content, so it started to reflect on their connections feed also, and then on their connections feed also. So it's a multiple times reach you get on LinkedIn. And on when someone log into LinkedIn, they have this mentality of we are approaching a professional platform, so they expect to see some professional content there. But on LinkedIn, it's more of a, but on YouTube, it's more of an entertainment sort of. So barely it happens, and someone find that someone is on their own finding some maths teacher. So you should start with the LinkedIn. That's what I think.
Okay, I'll definitely note it. I'll definitely check it out. So when you started your YouTube channel, in terms of figures, numbers,
Mm.
how, like, on a weekly basis, or would you get like subscribers on a daily basis? How often would people
So I
subscribe to your
started my,
channel?
so I put up my first video in August 19th. It was my first video, and I spoke in a national conference where I presented a paper on artificial intelligence. I recorded that, I got that video recorded and put that on my channel. It barely got 500 views, and like it fetched 10 subscribers. And then I was also writing poetries, and I continued it for a year, and I barely got 300 subscribers so far in a year. But when I qualified and I started with the intention to serve people, to help people in all of that stuff, as I mentioned before, that exam, how to deal with exam and study and stuff. So people started relating to my content a lot. And then I started get, like in September 21 only, I started getting 1,000 subscribers a day, like 2,000 subscribers a day. So it was increasing at a crazy pace. That is altogether a different pace that my community grew. So I fetched 52,000 subscribers in span of 4.5 months. It was insane.
That is phenomenal, right?
Yes.
So if you look at your geographical makeup, where are most of your viewers from?
India,
India. Okay.
because I am
So do
creating
you
content
have?
in Hindi, so obviously the other country won't be able to understand my language. And I've not even added subtitles or captions to that in English.
So have you ever thought of expanding your audience?
Yes, I'm working on it, thinking to expand. First of all, by adding subtitles to it, so that even in India, the people who are from other region like South side, they are not able to understand Hindi exactly, so they'll be able to connect to my content. So first, I'll break that language barrier because I'm creating in content in Hindi only. Then I'll think of some diverse topics also.
Right. So definitely, what you're doing is a big inspiration to me, because I'm also looking forward to expanding my YouTube channel. So do you have any other tips or hints or strategies that I could use to develop my YouTube channel so that I can increase my traffic and my subscriber amount?
Yeah. First, so I mentioned that you should start with LinkedIn. Like actively start putting content on LinkedIn, and consistency is the key. Also, start taking feedback from your audience. Like even if you have 10 subscribers at a moment, take feedback from them. So try understanding that what's like how they perceive your content. You might be acing in your content delivery, but try to get a better idea of how they are perceiving it. So is there anything which they feel that it's lacking? I got to know a lot of people who are creating amazing content but still not able to land good number of subscribers. Reason being, they're not able to connect with their audience. I feel the connection is very important thing, and if you are able to engage with your audience or not. Like you might be not exactly you, but any person might be pro in what they are doing, but they're not able to interact with the audience they are serving, because nowadays everything is virtual, and if you're not able to build a connection with the person on the other side of camera, so your how will they able to engage and connect with you? they won't be able to perceive your content in that manner. So try to take the feedback and engage with your audience.
Okay, so two important points: consistency and engaging with your audience.
And
Um, so,
consistency feel like I created content in a stretch for, I wrote it on LinkedIn in a stretch for 8 9 months without expecting that anyone will like my content and they'll comment over it. Nothing. I was just, it was my daily ritual to get up and write something on LinkedIn, or at the end of the day write something on LinkedIn. I did it religiously for a straight 6 months or 7 months. I was doing it again and again and again. First, it helped me to better my writing skills and communication skills. Second, the people started to notice what I'm doing. Like if anyone, if any random person daily coming up and writing anything, someday anyone will notice that okay, this person is consistently writing from so many days. So you improve, people start noticing you. And from LinkedIn only, I got many writing projects, like content writing projects. I did content writing for a lot of startups, and I started writing the blogs for them. So LinkedIn is like a amazing platform if one utilize it in a better way.
oh, okay, so definitely I will look at these three strategies and I will incorporate it in my YouTube channel. Um, so I want to talk about your spirituality part of your journey. You say it's helped you. When you speak of spirituality, are you like referring to connecting with your creator, or
Mm.
is it more of like meditation? What exactly are
Okay,
you
so
referring to?
people have a different idea. Some people connect it to religion, but that's not the case. What has been my understanding so far, that when I talk that I am a spiritual person, what I feel is I started with meditation. And meditation for me was like sitting in a room with the low or dim lights in my room and just trying to focus on my breathing, or just trying to notice that what all mess is in my mind. That's from where I started. So first, when I started writing, I started to feel so calm within. That was a sort of meditation for me, because I'm writing, so I'm able to understand what exactly is going on in my head. So started writing, jotting down from paper, and it helped me to vent out whatever I had it within me for such a long time. So writing, and then I started meditation. Like I started focusing on my breath and seeing what exactly is going in my head. And then when I was doing it in a stretch of a month, I started to feel a sudden sense of calm within, that I am more quiet now. I'm very calm person now. And then I did it for it's been a year now. I'm meditating. So when I say I'm a spiritual person, I'm meditating. And also I got more conscious about my karma, my intention towards doing. Like when I started a channel, my intention was not to make money, not to gain subscribers, not to get any fame, but to serve. And I still have that intention. I want to serve anyone. So karma is a real thing. Intention is something which I preach and which I notice in any person. So intention definitely. And yeah, now I'm more aware. And now what most of the time I talk about is self acceptance. That you need to accept yourself, no
Mm.
matter how messed up you feel your life is, but you need to accept it. Then only the change can begin. Self acceptance. I started um, a year back. I learned about the term called self acceptance, introspection. So that's what I got to know about when I calm myself down. And what helped me to calm myself down was first writing, and second the meditation. So no matter how my day went, my daily ritual is to meditate before I hit the bed, so that I can clean the mess in my head before hitting the bed.
You know, Nia, you remind me so much of Sadhguru.
Oh,
Um, I'm not so good with meditation, and I've never performed meditation before, but I'm willing to learn. And you mentioned that journalism, writing down stuff, helps with meditation.
mm,
And then you also mentioned karma. Karma,
mm,
is it karma?
mm-hmm.
I don't. I don't
Karma
quite
is like
know.
what actions we take, what actions we do here. That's our karma.
So basically, if you were to treat someone with respect and kindness,
That's
karma
karma.
would mean that that would
Hmm.
come back to you.
Yes, yes. Whatever you give, so you will receive in your life. Like as simple as that.
So there's this book by Sadhguru. It's called, I think, Inner Engineering.
Inner engineering. I read it.
So does this give a detailed breakdown of? Does it speak to meditation?
I not only just his book, I listened to Sadhguru a lot, and he gave a better idea about this meditation and self awareness. And this book is a must read. And also, there's a book I was reading, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now. It's an amazing book.
About
Like it's an enlightening book.
okay. So meditation, I
Are
heard
you
from
noting down everything?
Sadhguru.
You're
I beg
taking
your
notes.
pardon.
You're taking notes
Yes,
of
I'm
what I'm
taking
saying.
absolutely.
I feel like I am your tutor.
So I'm learning. I'm learning a lot. Definitely, I'm learning so much. Um, so I was listening to one of Sadhguru's podcasts, and he spoke about meditation having some medicinal properties.
Hmm.
So I don't quite know about that. Is there any scientific evidence to suggest that meditation does have some inner healing, or where does it stem from?
Okay, so that's the problem with my brother also. Actually, he's like a super intellectual, and he believes that what I'm saying is doesn't make any sense to him because he always asks for what's the scientific evidence of this. I also had the same belief when I started with it, but at that point of time, I was so frustrated with my life, and it was like I want to believe into things. I want to give this thing a try, even if it doesn't matter, if it doesn't work, it's okay. I just want to give it a try. And when I started practicing it, I started to feel a change within me. I started to experience things going my way. So I don't know if there is a scientific, like scientific studies and the research behind all of that, but I experienced some good things happening in my life after that. And when I mentored 100 people over call, I suggested them also many techniques, many healing techniques, meditation, and it worked from them also. It Many things worked for the things started going their way. So for me, yes, all these things work, and I think it's more of a belief. If you believe in things, it will happen. Like law of attraction,
Awesome.
like attracts like. It's more of a belief.
Yeah, like everything in life is like an has an equilibrium.
Hmm.
Um, Nature seeks balance, right? So, yeah, I don't know. What did you think of this lesson,
It was amazing.
of today's lesson?
It was amazing. I felt great after having a conversation with you.
Thank you so much.